Hello, this is Patrick with New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel. I'm here in Philadelphia at what they call Graffiti Pier. This was an old train line. There was multiple train lines. If you look at historicalarrows.com, they were scattered all throughout the woods here, lots of switch tracks that led up to all these little piers, and the trains would back up and unload cargo onto ships. If you go back to the 1930s, you could see in the historic aerials many ships, small ships in port with trains above on these piers, and they were loading cargo, unloading cargo. And if you click into the 1940s, you can see the ships get bigger and bigger as they go. And then into the 80s and 90s, not that many ships, a lot of the train lines were disappeared. And then in the 90s, they abandoned. This is a Conrail line. But it's said to be one of the most concentrated areas of graffiti in the country. Each one of these piers have a wide range of different graffiti on it. Everybody's added their own flavor. And then as you walk down, you can see remnants of utilities and drainage lines that were utilized from up above. Still dripping water. This is an old wooden structure that they had around it. Now, it's not as garbage filled as I thought it was going to be. But this goes out, I want to say it's at least 400 feet from where we started. There's a lot of people that do filming in this area, and drones they fly through. Pretty cool stuff. You can see, you go out this way, the water's not too deep, but there's another structure here, a rock structure there, a big piece of concrete that's spray painted, and then another pier in the distance with less graffiti. And this is where they would tie the boats up. You can see here some of the fasteners they used for the wood. Trees just grew up right next to each one of the piers. I think the best way to get in here would be by bicycle. You can park at the casino up ahead and bike in a very short distance, about a mile, right to this location. A little while back, I saw some kids climbing up a tree to get up top, so I would assume that's the way you're gonna get up. How you guys doing? It's a pretty photo opportunity here. See all the different types of graffiti. Some type of electrical box there. I'm trying to figure out how they got over here. They must have laid a board across to get spray paint in that area right there. A lot of really cool stuff here. one as a reward. There's a wooden structure here, part of some type of door that separated this area from the rest. You can see here some wood structure. This whole area burnt. And you can see there's multiple areas where they pier out like this. And that's the Delaware River, and right across is New Jersey. It says Graffiti Park, keep clean. There's a telephone number you could call. I'm not sure who's going to pick up on the other end. Behind me is I-95, all that traffic you might hear. These are individual buildings, maybe different shipping companies that would be responsible for the cargo that went inside the ships out here. And then there's a big void in the middle. This might be where certain crane devices would unload the train cargo. Maybe this was a steel area that span in between. They could have scrapped it at one time. You can see the whole construction. The structure is completely different here, and there's big threaded rods going through the ground that are cut off. Glass everywhere, so I didn't roll the bike all the way back here. There's Philadelphia in the distance. Ben Franklin Bridge. The best way to get here from the Jersey side, my opinion, would be to Betsy Ross. You get off the first exit right when you're still on the bridge. I believe it's Richmond, and you can get here in a very short period of time. There's a lot of beauty in abandoned structures. When nature takes over, humans add their own personal touch to it. Crazy noise you hear is the clipless biking shoes I have on currently. Wow, what a beautiful day today. We are end of November 2017. It's in the mid-50s. I heard on the weekends lots of families come out here to look around. Looks like maybe, just maybe at one time, we've been able to climb this tree. But look at this. Look at the metal up top, how bent and mangled it is and how it's chipped out of the corner. I wonder if a ship crashed into the end here. Or maybe there was something that went out further towards the water that they tore off. That's the Betsy Ross Bridge I went over. I bet you the colors are so bright that you can see this from over the bridge if you're looking carefully. Each one has its own personal touch, these moorings here. Even though there's a lot of traffic in the distance, it is quite peaceful out here. Oh, it's cool how that ramps up at the end. Yeah, it looks like a giant quarter pipe. And I bet you there's a way up there that I'm not seeing at this time. You can see some of these trees are cut down. I bet you they were cut down on purpose to prevent people from climbing. See all the rows and rows of columns. Upper supports, and metal beams that hold the tracks above. What we're going to do now is we're going to find a way up top. At the very beginning where we started the video, closer to I-95, on the southbound pier, the lower one, there's a tree with a lot of spray paint on it that has railroad spikes nailed right into the side. What you do is you climb up the tree and you transfer over. It's a good idea to wear good shoes for this. These biking shoes at the bottoms aren't that grippy on the spikes. It was quite a slippery climb, but I made it up. Now once you're up here, I was told that it increases in height and somehow meets up with this higher area. But you can see the railroad tracks still here. This would have been a switch track where two lines met. There's a lot of lines. I tried to count them all. I want to say there was at least 50 that led up to this general area, not just this pier, but this whole general area. It would probably have been electricity that ran off the side. This device here would either stop the train or pull the car along. And this just goes all the way up. Not that I don't believe they push the trains this high, but there might be. See the train line actually keeps going up here like a roller coaster. So I think what it would do is pull it up to this height and maybe transfer it over to this higher one here. See the variation. And if you're careful, you could transfer over. There's probably about 2.5 foot distance between. You can jump down or jump over. You go all the way up to the top here. See, it's quite some distance down, but there might have been a metal structure that connected these two. See the railroad tie still bedded in. I think it's worth jumping over to this side. It's a little overgrown at the end. I'm not sure. I think it just dead ends. This is the coolest part, I think. It's a long way down if you're not watching out what you're doing. We're a good 30 feet up there. Well, there's Patrick with New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like this video, comment, share, subscribe. I'd love it. I'll see you soon. And be safe.